Did you get some good lessons from this?
Yes.
Was it really valuable lessons?
Yes.
Do good lessons frustrate you?
No.
So then balance that out. Does that make sense? You're focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Focus on what did I learn from this? What is the benefit of this? What lessons am I going to learn that'll move me forward faster, better, stronger than what I had before this conversation? Quarter past, aren't you supposed to do that first? Fuck. Positive focus.
The link doesn't work.
Chris is actually having her first big holiday. She's in Canada for 2 weeks, and I have Noah, and I'm just loving it. And oh my God, we just hang out. Whenever we're together, we just hang, and even just having breakfast, we're all over each other, and yeah, it's just really cool. And yeah, I'm just loving hanging with my son. I would give me a tick. I think I deserve that tick.
You get a virtual tick.
Oh, no, he's right. April's not finished. If we're doing April, we're in team monthly social planning, and these guys are going fucking hardcore. They're not even giving me a tick when I thought I deserved one. Snapchat has been performing so badly. All right, Instagram, we want to know. We've got a question for you. All of us do. We have this big question. Do you use and watch people on Facebook stories? And if so, what is the content that you find most attractive and appealing on Facebook stories? There's fucking stories everywhere. Facebook stories, what do you think? What do you like? Let us know. Message me back. Tick. Editorial. So I want to start doing a lot of content, or more content now on specifically around intermittent fasting. The difference between anaerobic training, cardiovascular, just start really segmenting the health side of things. I just want to make sure does that penetrate?
100%.
It's not just about me getting my top off.
No, and I know that you always have a myth behind it, and I know that health and fitness is huge.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure that when we're having these ideas, we're actually talking about it as
commercial.
Enhance our brand,
commercial, yeah.
Is it going with
Agreed.
I think that we're all really vibing at the moment. I think we're really strong as a team. We're really pumping it out and showing the rest of the company what the social team has got.
I'm just proud. You guys really are. The crazy thing is, working with creatives is often one of the most difficult jobs in a business, because creatives are typically unstructured. They're typically sometimes a little less disciplined. But what's incredible about this organisation is the fact that this department is literally 95% creative, yet we are the most structured, the most disciplined, the most organised, the most regimented, the most military, the highest level of military precision of any department in this organisation. And as I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, I'm thinking, fuck, I can literally see 3 months from now, different individuals from this department going in and being planted into other departments to teach them what we do, and to me that's just inspiring. And so I'm proud of every single one of you. Massive props to you, Lou. You do epitomise a work-life balance that I think is very attractive for many people, because you are able to get so much done in the time that you give it. If there is ever any guilt about you not spending more time here, you shouldn't. Every damn girl, you're taken very seriously. It's solid execution, and it's only getting better and better. Raja, love your ability to take feedback. I love your desire to grow. I love the father that you are. The father that you are inspires me to be a better father. Another special throw out to you, Jess. Yeah, just your mind. You have a very structured mind. You have a very ordered mind. Yeah, you want to write that down. And Jojo, you are a creative force, my man. I just love the direction you keep pushing us to go in with film. It's that parenting video. Seriously, and I know I've said this a few times already, but I want to say it again, making better performing human beings. Because you really are you're not changing the world with that video, you've changed the future. And that to me is the ultimate gift that you could give any planet. Last but not least, sunshine. You just bring an aura, an energy, a sunshine, a smile. You've got a smile that lights up the entire office, not just a room, it lights up the entire fucking office. Don't take anything I say personally. Don't take it to heart, but always take it to your head, because anything I give you, it's always going to be for your benefit, I promise you. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to fucking waffle on like that, but anyway, it just happened.
I guess I kicked out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey! Woo! Fantastic, nice work, thank you. Wherever Ev is, can you tell her just get the hell out? Oh, she's there. I'm just kidding. Well, it's unanimous. Nobody watches fucking Facebook stories. Yeah, nobody. I've got a dozen plus messages.
Wait.
Fuck, I'm a little jacked on caffeine.
You said on Friday you want to have
Yeah, I did. I don't have many vices in my life, man. Like, I don't drink alcohol. Like, I'm totally clean. Like 97 days clean of everything.
Really?
Yep.
And how do you feel?
Amazing. Amazing. I have no desire to drink alcohol again at this point.
You try again?
But baby, believe me, I know it. You've lost that Nepalese feeling. Hey, how are you?
Good, how
Lovely
are
to meet you.
you?
Yeah,
You
good.
too.
Come on, sit down. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, rock and roll. Hey,
Jordan.
Jordan, how are you, brother?
There you go. Corey.
Corey, good to meet you. Yeah, good. Come on through. And then we'll just do some candid.
Yeah, just
like
like-
this. Just had- it's like a... Oh! To round off my point, as soon as I start getting a sniff of muscle, it's like I start getting a little bit obsessive. Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. A little.
It's not quite, is it?
I don't think you've got a lot. I think you don't have a lot to work with. What did the boys? Did you show the boys? What did they
I
say?
showed all of them.
And your thoughts?
I didn't see anything, but I thought it was good. I thought it was well put together. It was interesting.
My only concern is I'm worried that it's taking you this long to turn that around because it's not a lot.
I know, me too. But
Yeah.
it's the workout. I spent
Yeah.
the whole time on the workout. And then
Yeah.
putting the story either side, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But the workout, I'm not getting the, like, it's not flowing.
But yeah, I'm just trying to look for something constructive to give you. Yeah. I just think it's okay. I thought it was, I don't think it was great. I think it was okay.
Yeah.
Because I think, now that I think of it, like we bumped into Matt.
No, you're right. How are you? Yeah. What a serendipitous coincidence. Yeah.
And I had a really good
There's a
conversation.
lot of that there, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
curious why you
am
didn't
I
draw on
putting
that.
But I spent the whole time on the workout.
Yeah.
Because I know that meant a lot to you.
Yeah, I feel like we've all got to get on the same page with the whole workout.
Exactly. Because that's like when
I feel like we've had this conversation a few times though.
Yeah, I was like,
But did you translate, when I talk to you about it, do you communicate that with...
I don't feel like.
All right, where is every videographer? Okay, let's all get on the same page.
I don't think I am right to speak about it because I feel like I've gotten it wrong.
I think what we've got to do is find the balance with the workout. Like your cut so far was the best cut of a workout. The way you put the intensity, the music, it all came together. It was nice and strong. I almost would have, with this one, would have kept the workout to 4 or 5 minutes, but then I would have introduced Matt into the feature because we had some really good conversations. You and I had some good conversations.
Yeah, we had heaps of good
And I think you're biased. I think you're biased about including your own content.
Yeah, I think I
Because
am.
you and I had a conversation the other day in there where I was talking to you about how you found out about us.
I found you guys in a weird way, you know?
Actually, I wanted to know that story. How did you find us?
No,
Give me
it
a camera.
wasn't. Oh no!
After doing freelance and traveling and running around, and I was looking for a team specifically that I wanted to collaborate. And I did a manifestation. You should see my diary. I was like, this is what I want. About 6 months ago, I want people that, you know, helping the world. I want this. I want like-minded individuals. I want to edit. I want to do this. And every single part of your company literally ticks the boxes in my diary.
Wow.
So it was one of those feelings where something takes over and you just kind of go and you just...
I love collaborating with you. You're
Yeah.
good to collaborate with.
Me too.
Yeah, you've got an open mind. You take feedback brilliantly. You know, you
Love
don't
it.
fight for it. You care about the product. And I thought about it after. I was like, fuck, why didn't that make the cut? Like, and that's where I think if you followed Matthias and watched the way Matthias films, you get a real kind of, I don't know, like I just get a sense for, I think you got a bias. I think you've got a bias towards some of the content about you, which is going to introduce the audience to you. And yeah, I don't know why, but you stayed away from that conversation with Matt. And there was some really interesting backstory on me that probably no one has ever heard before.
Security business in Brisbane. So I was a private security contractor there for like 4 years.
Really?
Yeah. Then I wanted to start my own business, started my own security firm, but it was hardware, so residential, commercial hardware firm. I was in personal protection. I did personal protection for like 4.5 years. And then I went the hardware side because there was good margins in it and it was more sales orientated, less liability. Partner built a $2 million operation very quickly, but then the business partner basically embezzled all the money, and then it got wound up. And then I started another business that went really well actually when I got into coaching, and that business went really well. I then got rehired. I then got brought in as a partner by the guy who trained me. Built a huge coaching business up there on the Gold Coast. Long story short, I got ousted from the company because I had too much control. And then I was like, well, what do I want to do? I'm not sure what I want to do. I went 6 months, travelled all over the world. I basically walked into Burleigh Heads Flight Centre, you know, the big map on the wall. I walked into Burleigh Heads Flight Centre, I got the chick from behind the counter, I was like, came out with me, I said, all right, where are the most spiritual places on the planet? And she's like, what the fuck? I was like, no, just tell me. And this other chick, like, she stood up, she goes, oh, Machu Picchu and the Cradle of Life, and there's all these places in Turkey. So I spent 6 months traveling around to all these sacred sites. Two realizations as the wheels touched down. The first one was everything I was looking for wasn't out there, it was actually in here, because I was trying to find myself and I was looking in the wrong place. And the second realization was, okay, I've got to move to Sydney.
That would have been his feature, and he would have been pushing for, we've got 3 workout videos this week that are all the same. Yeah, and this is what you're talking about. Let's not make them all the same. And it's my fault. I got to take responsibility because I was the one pushing, and it's almost like I pushed too far in one direction, and then we got to come back and find a bit of a middle ground.
Because I was so inspired by that conversation.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, it's a workout video. You did it with Seb. It's Bondi. That's views.
Yeah.
I took it too literally, but that stuff inspires me more to edit as well.
What stuff?
Like the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I want to see your grip on it. I want to see what's your take on putting conversational content together as well. So I think we've got to find that balance of if we've done 1 or 2 really strong workout videos, let's still keep the workouts in there if there's a workout on that day, but let's simplify it, show the workout, you know, give the instructions of the workout, but then make the feature something else. And I think we've got to get into the habit of having the conversation at the end of the day and going, what's the feature? Because I think fundamentally where we've made some, not massive errors, but just some slight errors, we get to the end of the day and I just assume what the features are, and then I come in and I'm like, oh, but why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do that? And it's like, let's get clear on what the features are. Because I don't know, maybe I would have even said on that day, oh, no, let's not feature the mat conversation because I don't want anyone to know that. But now that I think about it, oh, well, you know, that's kind of stuff that people would probably find really interesting. I can't remember, I think it was you that I was talking to. I can't remember who I was talking to about it. And I was like, no, let's not go. Was it you? Yeah. And I was saying, yeah. And I was saying, okay, well, let's not go too deep in the one direction. Let's just learn how to use the balance in there.
Because I think sometimes when you give feedback about one episode, we take it across the board.
Well, it's like the whole B-roll thing. Like I was like, stop. I got to the point where I was like, stop using fucking B-roll. But what I was talking about was stop using B-roll that's out of context. You know, don't use just random B-roll. If you're going to use B-roll, don't use it when I'm doing a deep emotional part connecting to an audience. And if you are going to use B-roll, make sure that the B-roll says something. Don't just have it as, you know, random B-roll.
You know, like cut away some of this exercise, and you're like, oh, but in the last episode you said more. Like, you added more. So it's like applying.
I think it's just finding that balance.
That's really good. That's massive.
Yeah.
Changes everything. Because I've been like, oh my god, I'm glad I'm not doing cater because I don't know what direction it's heading.
No, I think these discussions are really good, but I think the problem is these discussions have been happening in isolation, and I'm just saying, I'm hoping that it's going to get fed back to the team, and it's not getting necessarily fed back, and I've got to take responsibility for that.
I think maybe vagueness, because I mean, like for me, just make me look good. That's what I.
But that's not what I said.
Like that's what
Like when have you heard me say make me look good?
Like literally 5 seconds ago, when you said find whatever photo makes me look the best.
Okay, no, I said find the photo that shows the physique. It's not about making, again, see, this is the misinterpretation. This is not about making me look good. This is about finding the content that moves, finding the content that engages. If it happens to be a picture where my physique looks good, great. It's not about me, it's about the physique. Does this make sense? And this is a massive distinction in my head, because if you're thinking about how do I make Kerwin look good, that's not online with brand. That's arrogant. That's egotistical. It's like it's almost obnoxious in my mind if it's about how to make me look good.
And like that's not what I would be producing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the difference for me is like what have we got to work with? I know that that's not on brand, but for example, the feedback we were given, I wasn't sure. Okay, is this just becoming all about fitness? Is this
No. It's again, it's the hooks. The parenting, the business, the performance, the fitness. It's like, how do we capture the best content in each area and then bring it together so that we have hooks, you know, reaching out in each area. On the fitness that we've gone lopsided. And the reason I pushed so hard on the fitness is I didn't feel like I was breaking through, and now I feel like we've broken through, but I felt like I pushed too far. And now we've got to just come back a little bit.
I would have loved to focus on the other stuff. Like I would have, so I feel like a little bit like.
No, I take responsibility. Like I can see how we got to where we are.
Yeah.
But I just wish that you were in the conversation I had with Johan on Friday.
Like follow where you think that
could be good as well. Like,
Mm.
it's not always like, oh, what Kerwin says. You know what Kerwin said, but if it feels good for you, like, oh, this content.
If it inspires you,
go ahead.
inspires.
Go ahead.
Because that's what I struggled with, because I wasn't inspired by like.
I can
that.
tell. Yeah, I can tell.
But I'm so inspired by other things, and then
Yeah.
it just comes, and you can
Yeah.
edit it in a second.
Yeah, I was like, that took you 48 hours? Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't take. It
Yeah.
wouldn't normally take.
Yeah.
And it was like not with ease as well. you know?
No. Find your ease and grace, find your flow. Look, I'm happy to get it more in the creator's hands once we're all clear on what the goals are and what we're trying to do. But if we're all moving in different directions, then it's not going to work. We've all got to be moving on the same page. And I think, as we said from the very beginning, the first few months is going to be really about finding our feet and finding out what works and what the angles are going to be. The angles that is working really well based on eyeballs and engagement is health and fitness. We have the strongest reaction of all content on K-Day to health and fitness content. So it's how do we weave that in, but not at the expense of the other stuff as well. Yeah. I think it's very productive. Here's your, by the way, this is your feature. This is your feature. Us getting clear on the direction. Because imagine there's literally 2 months worth of lessons in this conversations for anyone who's thinking about doing their own blog. So you just created a piece of content.
Far out.
Well done, Jessica.
Yay!
Ring the bell 7 times.
I feel frustrated.
Don't feel frustrated. Well, you know what frustration means? Breakthrough. Okay, so why are you frustrated?
I'm frustrated because I don't know. I found that like I can see what I've done.
Okay.
And I put myself through frustration.
Okay, I'm going to shortcut this because I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Did you get some good lessons from this?
Yes.
Was it really valuable lessons?
Yes.
Do good lessons frustrate you?
No.
So then balance that out. Does that make sense? You're focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Focus on what did I learn from this? What is the benefit of this? What lessons am I going to learn that'll move me forward faster, better, stronger than what I had before this conversation?
Yeah.
If you keep, right now, you're staying where you were, which is, okay, it's good. It's okay.
I don't like to put work out that I'm not happy with. That's why. That's why I'm frustrated.
But this is what's going to make you better. What's the benefit of that? Well, it's going to make me better next time. Because right now, as a result of this discomfort, you're going to push back on me more.
Yeah.
And you're going to say, no, I want to go for this angle. This doesn't fit, because this shouldn't be the first time you're telling me that this isn't coming easy. Like, oh, I'm not sure if the workout, oh, I'm thinking about using this as the feature, you know?
Okay.
You've got to learn to be more assertive with me.
Okay. I wasn't.
No, you weren't at all. When I do my worst event, I get off stage and I go, fuck, I'm never gonna. Next time, I will be better. Yeah. So you will be.
These lessons, your next 100 episodes would be, and then now with these lessons, your next 100 episodes will be.
So be conscious of, because you're looking at this as a failure right now.
Yeah.
When actually it is, but it's what the failure means, and it's what your relationship with failure is.
Okay.
And you've got to really examine your relationship with this, situations like this, because these situations are either going to be things that drag you back, or they're going to be things that lift you up and move you forward.
Blessing.
Bingo. But it's easy to say that. But it's not until you integrate the neurology of, right, okay, I know it's easy just to say, this is the benefit, this is what's really good about it, but I need to fucking really embed this into my head. So I've really got to focus on, what have I learned? What's the benefit of this? Because otherwise this is just a conversation. You'll go home and you'll keep beating yourself up. And then you'll just, yeah, I got lots of lessons, but the real lesson will be, I'm just beating myself up. But focus on what's good from this conversation, what came from this conversation, like really fucking ingrain that. And if you do, then you'll become better. Nothing bad, it's all good. Okay. Any bad thing is I'm going to be stuck in fucking traffic now. But there you go. And I was here to serve while I'm in traffic. Make you better. You can kick ass with those Doc Martens.